Sex and sexuality. Public sex video on a train goes viral during COVID-19 pandemic. Everything we know about a sex video filmed in public by youngsters on a running train. This is how a group of young adults inflamed social media by sharing explicit footage of them having sex on the train seats of a running train as COVID-19 contagion spiked. 3 young adults broke all the safety rules imposed during the COVID-19 lockdown and recorded a sex tape depicting a threesome on a train in Portugal. The video has gone viral on social media while nations worldwide enforce measures to contain the second wave of COVID-19. Several countries in Europe are experiencing an overwhelming spike in COVID-19 cases. Public sex on a Portuguese train. Young adults in their 20s and 30s have a higher COVID-19 incidence rate than others, thus being criticized by officials for ignoring social distancing measures. The Portuguese news group, Correio de Manhã, made headlines with several articles regarding videos of young adults, apparently in their 20s, having sex on a train belonging to the national rail operator, Comboios de Portugal CP. At least 2 videos went viral on social media. The first shows 2 young men and a young woman allegedly having sex on one seat. During the second video, the woman seems to change partners. This was a regular train service from CP circulating on the Azambuja line. We have no information regarding the person filming, but it seems likely that the footage was intentionally recorded to be shared on social media in an attempt to go viral. Sex on a train goes viral on social media. The plan was to create a viral video that would rapidly be trending over social media. Nothing sells more than sex during times of social distancing and respiratory etiquette. Nobody was wearing a mask, and obviously, it was impossible to keep a safe distance. Later on, the woman exchanged messages on her social networks, commenting on how all the media exposure would make her famous. Deviant behaviors cause social distress. This kind of behavior is causing social distress in Portugal, not only for the disturbing content but also because it goes against all the rules for social distancing further enforced with the state of contingency. The Portuguese Directorate General for Health DGS published, in May, a report with procedures to enforce social distancing and respiratory etiquettes in public transport, such as buses, subways, trains, and taxis. During the COVID-19 pandemic, users have to follow the adapted circuits, standards, safety, and hygiene measures recommended in each means of transport, namely the use of a face mask, according to the legislation. In the waiting period and during transportation, passengers must ensure the recommended physical distance from other people. Avoiding the exchange of goods with drivers, electronic payment without direct contact should be privileged. Portugal under COVID-19 lockdown. These youngsters disrespect COVID-19 safety rules and any other moral or social code of conduct. Social distancing prevented the collapse of the Portuguese health system during the first wave of COVID-19, but will it cope with a second wave? Only time will tell, but the system has managed to cope with the exponential contagion spike. However, the medical staff is already starting to show signs of burnout. Hospitals in the northern part of Portugal are taking the most substantial blow. They have already forced some to rearrange internal services to adapt to the overwhelming number of cases, while in other cases, health personnel had to move patients to other hospitals. Portugal struggles to stay afloat during the COVID-19 second wave. Mainland Portugal has now transitioned to a partial lockdown. On November 7, the Portuguese Directorate General for Health DGS Daily Bulletin showed 6,640 new cases of COVID-19, 56 deaths, and 3,993 recovered. The total death toll has dramatically risen to 2,848, with 173,540 cases. Authorities so far have neglected how youngsters are possibly the highest contagion threat group. However, schools are open, and only diseased, or suspected, pupils are required to stay at home. The rest is business as usual, even though preventive precautions are in place. Nowadays, adults are advised to stay at home and do telework, but youngsters can roam free because they have to go to school. Final thoughts. Is this kind of behavior merely deviant, or is it the tip of the iceberg? Winter is coming, and we could be headed to COVID-19 longest night. Rui Alves. Love and Lust, Mouth. View list. 4 stories. Join the community by clicking on this link. You'll be aiding all of the platform's authors, and I'll earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. I had never earned a single dollar online, but I made over $500 per month a year later.